Y'all, grab your popcorn, because the Carter Empire just hit DEFCON 1. A judge finally ordered Jay-Z to cough up a DNA sample after 9 straight years of courtroom jukes. And the streets swear the test could confirm a secret firstborn son. Beyonce, word is, she's pacing marble floors from LA to the Hamptons, trying to kill the story before it torches her billion-dollar brand. The internet? Whew, it's hotter than an August blackout in Brooklyn. Stick around, because this scandal could yank the crown off music's royal couple for good. Remember, when lawyers kept misplacing paperwork and process servers couldn't find Jay-Z? Those days are over. Judge Powell in Philadelphia Superior Court ruled Mr. Carter shall provide a buccal swab within 30 days or face contempt. Translation: spit in the tube or risk arrest. That single order slammed the brakes on nearly a decade of legal stalling. And get this, sources inside the clerk's office say the docket went from dusty to priority the moment new evidence landed. Wanda Satterthwaite's sworn affidavit and Ramir's guardian's call log receipts showing 23 unanswered requests for voluntary testing. The judge's patience snapped like a cheap mic stand. And now the whole case is on a 90-day fast track. No more reroutes, no more lost in the mail. The truth clock is officially ticking, and Jay's got fewer escape routes than a sold-out stadium. Picture Ramir Satterthwaite, late 20s, Philly native, juggling 2 jobs, one at an auto shop, another delivering medical supplies, while fighting one of the world's richest rappers for a single piece of paper that says Father, Shawn Carter. In every interview, he repeats the same line: I don't want Jay-Z's money. I want my identity. That's not just a soundbite. It's the backbone of his legal filings. When TMZ tried dangling a 6-figure exclusive last year, Ramir turned them down, saying, "My story isn't for sale." He pays his own attorney fees, crowdsourcing only for document retrieval costs. Even haters admit, dude's consistent, and you can hear the frustration. I'm standing in the same courtroom as any citizen, and all I'm asking for is the exact test everyday dads take on daytime TV. You gotta respect the results, because clout chasers usually fold when the cameras turn off. Ramir's still here, still filing motions, still clocking in for work at 6 a.m. Here's the nuclear detail rattling every Carter lawyer. Wanda Satterthwaite was 16 when she hooked up with Jay-Z, who was 22, hustling mixtapes between Trenton and Brooklyn. That age gap turns a paternity suit into potential statutory territory. Exactly the scenario that just detonated Diddy's legal battles. Industry attorneys whisper that if the DNA matches, civil suits could snowball around claims of unlawful sexual contact with a minor, no matter how long ago it happened. And Beyoncé's camp supposedly flipped when they learned that specific timeline. Why? Because a statutory angle drags criminal headlines, not just gossip. Picture newspapers next to brand collab billboards. Yikes! If Queen Bee looks complicit in hiding that, corporate partners might treat the Carters like radioactive material. Remember how quick brands cut ties with Ye? Same speed, different scandal. This saga reads like a legal thriller. Ramir and Lily filed misconduct complaints against their own former attorneys, alleging they funneled case strategy to Jay-Z's powerhouse firm in exchange for future considerations. Emails show Ramir's lawyer mysteriously canceled a hearing the night before Jay-Z's side miraculously produced a scheduling conflict. Textbook collusion, if proven. The Pennsylvania Bar Association opened an ethics investigation. One senior investigator told the Philadelphia Inquirer off record, if what Ramir alleges is true, it's one of the most brazen breaches of client loyalty we've seen in 20 years. That's not just courtroom drama. That's potential disbarment, maybe criminal fraud. And every new revelation tips public sympathy further toward Ramir. Hip-hop historians clocked Jay-Z's verse on Heard About Us as a direct gut punch. Billie Jean in his prime, The Kid Ain't Mine, On My Dolo, Call Dad, Kidding Me? Not exactly subtle. Beyonce's harmonies double down, giving the denial a velvet glove, and fans ate it up, turning serious paternity rumors into meme fuel. But the flex may backfire. If the DNA test contradicts those bars, social media will resurface the clip on loop. Remember Drake's "I Wasn't Hiding My Kid" fiasco? Multiply that by Beyonce's massive hive and Jay's legendary catalog, and you've got the potential for a culture-shaking backlash. Guardian Lily Coley spilled tea in a sit-down with investigative reporter Liz Crokin. An alleged Beyoncé surrogate told her, "Ramir needs to disappear. Go away, little boy." Another anonymous voicemail warned, "We know where you work. Drop the suit." No direct proof points at Beyoncé herself, but Lily filed police reports regardless. Legal experts say intimidation claims won't sway DNA science, but they do influence judges on sanctions and court costs. One family law veteran quipped, "Judges hate bullies, especially billionaire bullies." If the threats tie back to Team Carter, the bench could hand Ramir heavy-hitting penalties in his favor. And that's before even looking at test results. Behind every verse, every Ivy Park hoodie sits a matrix of sponsorships. Pepsi, Adidas, Tiffany, Tidal. PR insiders calculate that a substantiated underage paternity scandal could slash Carter brand value by 15 to 20% overnight. Stock analysts call it the Tiger Woods effect. Luxury labels evaporate when the fairy tale cracks. And let's not forget the kids. Blue Ivy is 13, old enough to scroll. Twins Rumi and Sir turn 8 next month. Imagine family group chats blowing up with, "Is this our brother?" Headlines shift from power couple to tangled legacy, Netflix docuseries, think pieces, law school case studies. Every empire falls eventually. This test could pull the first brick. Lab insiders say buccal swabs take 7 to 10 business days for a straightforward paternity panel. That means by next Friday, someone in a white coat will know whether Shawn Carter shares 23 chromosomes with Ramir Satterthwaite. The second that envelope seals, lawyers will scramble. One side to release it, the other to bury it. But court orders are ironclad. The result becomes public record once filed. And motions to seal require extraordinary circumstances. Translation: a modern-day royal reveal, live-streamed by gossip pages, legal Twitter, and every morning show desk. Jay-Z's sworn 99 Problems lyric might finally find its sequel. And a DNA test is one. The Beehive and Hove stands are already in digital civil war. TikTok timelines overflow with theory threads. Half chant protect black families, don't drag the queen, while others counter accountability knows no royalty. Even culture commentators like Funk Flex and Claudia Jordan weigh in nightly, turning IG lives into courtrooms of public opinion. One PR firm says the couple's next move should be a controlled transparency play if the test is positive. Immediate statement, donation to Team Mon charities, and a joint appearance with Ramir. Another strategist says silence is safer, but social algorithms punish silence. Vacuum equals narrative free-for-all. Either way, the fandom divide grows by the hour. All right, fam, this swabs are sealed, the judge is watching, and the Carter dynasty hangs in the balance. Smash that like if you're strapped in for the reveal. Subscribe for real-time blow-by-blow updates. And drop a comment. If Ramir's the son, should Beyonce stand by Jay or cut ties? If the test clears Jay, was all the stonewalling still shady? Either way, the truth is charging down the hallway, and there's no elevator incident big enough to hide it this time. Keep those notifications on, because when the envelope opens, we'll be right here, breaking it down beat by beat. Until then, stay tuned, stay spicy, and remember, in the world of billion-dollar secrets, DNA never lies.